My name is Misaki. I'm a housewife living with my husband Daiki and our daughter Sakura, who has the cutest smile. Daiki is the type to keep work and home life separate, and when he's home, he's always with Sakura. He naturally loves children, and Sakura has a great time playing with him. Thanks to this, our home is always lively and full of smiles. Then, one day, "Hey, Daiki, now that Sakura is more independent, I'm thinking about going back to work. Of course, I'll still take care of the housework as usual. What do you think?"
What are you talking about? You should definitely do what you want to do, Misaki. Besides, we'll share the housework, and I can help Sakura with her studies.
Mom, you're going back to work. That's so cool. I'll cheer you on.
Thank you, both of you. Before I had Sakura, I was working hard at my job. But now that Sakura has started elementary school, I decided to go back to work. I was worried because of the gap in my career, but I quickly found a new job. On my first day at work. "Nice to meet you. I'm Misaki, and I joined the company today and have been assigned here. I look forward to working with you. Please take care of me."
Oh, a newcomer, huh? Nice to meet you.
"Yes. I have a gap in my career, but I'll do my best."
Yay, whatever.
This person is Fumi, the section chief where I was assigned. Without even looking at me, she greeted me dismissively while sitting in her chair. Honestly, I was quite taken aback by her attitude. Later, I heard from a colleague.
Her attitude? Other employees are also troubled by it.
"Really?"
Yeah, even though she's a section chief, she's known for being difficult to deal with.
"I see. I hoped there wouldn't be any issues with someone like her." Despite that, I was enjoying my job after a long break and was excited every day. Then, during a break one day.
Misaki, go clean the meeting room right now.
"Got it. I'm on break right now, so I'll do it after I'm done."
Do it right now, and when you're done, refill the copy paper. Also, make sure to tidy up my desk properly. What's with that face? You look like you have something to complain about. If you have time to waste making that face, then get to it.
Section Chief Fumi started piling menial tasks on me relentlessly. While I hesitated at this unreasonable treatment.
Oh, and you're in charge of planning and booking the upcoming company trip.
"But I thought planning the company trip was your responsibility, Section Chief Fumi."
Don't give me any lip. You're my subordinate, so when I tell you to do something, you do it.
"Oh, okay." Section Chief Fumi astonishingly assigned me the task of planning and booking the entire company trip. Nevertheless, I meticulously planned everything to ensure the other employees would enjoy the trip. I successfully completed all the arrangements, and the day of the trip finally arrived. We were supposed to meet at the company before heading to the bus stop together, so I went to the company. I've been waiting for so long, but no one's here. It's already past the meeting time, so why? Oh, a call from Section Chief Fumi. "Hello, good morning, this is Misaki. No one has shown up at the meeting place. Where are you, Section Chief Fumi?"
Misaki, thanks a bunch for planning and booking the trip. You really saved me.
"No, that's not the issue. It's already the departure time, but no one's here."
Oh, I thought it would be quicker to meet directly at the bus stop rather than at the company, so I took the liberty of notifying everyone about the change in the meeting place last night.
"What? I didn't receive any such notification."
Of course not. Did you really think a newbie like you could join the company trip? And the bus just left, so we'll have a great time on the trip.
This can't be happening.
You'll stay behind and keep an eye on things. Why don't you organize the office files while you're at it?
Why would you do this?
Isn't it obvious without needing to think about it? You're just a newbie who's been getting too much attention from everyone. It's annoying.
What?
You might fool your colleagues, but not me. Don't get ahead of yourself just because you're a housewife who worked a bit in a similar field.
That's so cruel.
Well, I do have to give you credit for planning such a wonderful trip. Anyway, I'll be enjoying myself at the luxurious hotel you booked. See ya.
With that, Section Chief Fumi hung up the phone. It was only then that I realized I'd been tricked by Fumi, but there was nothing I could do. At that moment, someone approached me. Together with this person, I decided to go to the luxury hotel where Fumi was staying to teach her a lesson. Meanwhile, Fumi and her group had arrived at the hotel.
We have a reservation under KST Corporation.
Welcome, KSD Corporation. We've been expecting you. Excuse me, but I don't see the representative, Misaki, here.
Oh, she couldn't make it due to some circumstances, so I'm her proxy.
Without the representative present, we'll need the regular accommodation fee. Please pay the accommodation fee of 3 million yen.
What, 3 million yen?
Yes, if you can pay, you won't be able to stay.
Wait a minute. What is going on here?
Misaki is my wife. That's why we were offering your company a special rate for the company trip. But without her here, the stay will be at the regular price.
What are you talking about? You? Just because you're a little good looking, don't get cocky.
Thank you for the compliment, but I'm not pleased.
What is with your attitude? I can deal with just a receptionist. Get the manager here right now.
I am the general manager of this hotel, Daiki.
General manager, not just a manager.
Yes, you do know that this is a major hotel chain with nationwide locations, don't you?
Her husband is the general manager of the Kyosuka Hyatt.
Because I wasn't attending, Fumi, acting as my proxy, was charged a high accommodation fee. Additionally, she was flustered upon hearing that my husband, Daiki, was the general manager of the hotel. As employees crowded around Fumi upon hearing about the increased accommodation fee. Finally, I'm here. Daiki, thank you for handling everything.
Oh, Misaki, I'm glad you made it safely. But what a terrible ordeal you've been through.
Wait a minute, Misaki. And who is that behind you?
Fumi, what on earth is going on here? Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Eek, President Bonton.
I told you I'd be joining the company trip. But no one showed up at the meeting place, no matter how long I waited. The only one there was Misaki, who was arguing with you on the phone.
To think you even forgot to notify President Bonten.
Oh no, I forgot.
Given the situation, I contacted Daiki while traveling here to switch to the regular accommodation fee.
How dare you treat my precious wife this way?
Exactly. Misaki, I have no words to express my apology for the employee's rudeness. Especially since you arranged such a wonderful place for us. I am truly sorry.
President Bonten.
Fumi, your behavior is utterly disgraceful. This cannot be overlooked.
What do you mean, President Bonton? I have no responsibility here. After all, this trip was intended to help Misaki, who is not good at her job, learn quickly.
Silence. Did you think I wouldn't find out about you pushing all the menial tasks onto Misaki?
What? Misaki? Did you tattle on me?
No, I didn't.
Her colleagues informed me. They were going to report it, and they even had video evidence.
What?
In fact, my colleagues had been recording evidence of Fumi's actions and reporting it to President Bonten. Fumi, who had never imagined anyone would take action against her, was.
You guys, how dare you sneak around behind my back?
If we tried to gather evidence openly, you wouldn't show your true colors. Everyone's fed up with your attitude.
You act tall, high, and mighty, but you don't do any work yourself. Who do you think you are?
What? Even you guys are against me.
Misaki was a top performer at her previous company. We're lucky to have such a talented person choose to return to work at our company. Yet instead of assigning her work, you dumped your menial tasks on her. Shame on you.
You can really do that much work.
I was hired by such a good company, so I can handle a variety of tasks.
Then you should have said so from the start.
That's rich coming from you, who never even listened to me properly.
Who would think a housewife could be capable of working like that?
That's just your assumption, Fumi.
If you could do the job, you should have shown it from the start.
Even so, you kept pushing menial tasks on me, and by the time I could start working, you were always out of the office.
What do you mean by that?
In the mornings, she just sits in her chair.
What?
She comes back to the office after lunch break.
And then?
She spends most of her afternoons in the break room.
She's not working at all.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true? You haven't done any proper work since you arrived.
Fumi had been shirking her work regularly. Now that President Bonten knew about it.
It might look like I'm not doing anything, but actually, I pretend to leave the office to check on everyone's work.
When you're at your computer, you're playing games, aren't you?
What?
Oh, Misaki, you're so silly. That was just part of my strategy to make it look like I was playing around.
Anyone could see that you were really playing. That's why everyone reported it directly to the president.
No, they're just jealous because I'm in a managerial position at a young age.
Your peers from the same entry year are all managers or directors now, right?
You were the last of your peers to get a managerial position.
The skilled hawk hides its talons.
We're here to work, so we'd appreciate it if you used your superior skills.
If I did that, there would be no work left for you.
If you worked that hard, we wouldn't have to do overtime.
You all are quite bold now that you're ganging up on me.
No, everyone has been giving you proper warnings, but you always just give dismissive responses. Who do you think has been doing your share of the work?
I do the final checks myself.
That's actually Senior Yamada who does that. Fumi just flips through the papers, so no one trusts her.
What? Yamada?
Senior Yamada is on maternity leave, so she didn't join the trip this time.
You didn't even know who was participating. You really left everything to Misaki.
I've never seen such a useless employee like you.
Did you really think you could stay with the company like this?
In fact, Fumi became a section chief merely by the miracle of her long tenure. She was the slowest to get promoted among her peers and was known to be incompetent.
As your superior, it's my job to oversee you.
That excuse is really tough to swallow.
Even Yamada was under my training.
Only you think that, Fumi.
A useless trainer like you becomes a reverse example. That's why Amada probably learned from other managers and seniors.
You figured it out, Daiki.
We have people like that in our department too. But those who slack off just fall behind everyone else. Eventually, they can keep up with the work and end up quitting.
Don't compare me to such useless people.
It's clearly the same.
I can do my job, but if I put in too much effort, there would be no work left for everyone else. Besides, it's fine since we get paid overtime.
That's not helpful. We appreciate the overtime pay, but everyone wants to leave on time.
Overtime is important for learning the job.
It's better to finish on time so work can go smoothly and the team can coordinate better.
The company isn't a place for playing nice like kids.
We know that. Coordination isn't playing nice. You're the one acting like a child with your bad attitude and constant sulking. It's a nuisance for everyone else who has to walk on eggshells around you. Fumi continued to respond with excuses. Seeing this, President Bonten.
Re-educating you from scratch would be a waste of time and manpower. You are hereby suspended. Go home immediately.
No way. I came all the way to the luxurious Kyosuka Hyatt.
If you'd like to stay, it'll be 3 million yen.
I can't pay that.
Then you can stay at our hotel.
Why is it so expensive just for me?
It's the price you pay for mistreating Misaki.
This can't be happening. Misaki, please. I apologize for everything. Convince President Bonchin and your husband to let me stay. Hurry.
No way. They haven't said anything wrong.
Don't be so cold. I promise I won't make you do menial tasks anymore.
I can't trust your words. Besides, you brought this situation upon yourself, so deal with it.
In this situation,
Now is the time for the skilled hawk to reveal its talons.
Well, that's not really.
Unleash your hidden abilities. I'm done with this.
Please forgive me. I'll apologize as many times as it takes.
In the end, Fumi couldn't stay at the hotel and left alone, dejected. After the company trip, Fumi resigned from her position. Her reason for quitting was straightforward. I felt uncomfortable staying. With Fumi gone, the office atmosphere became much more pleasant, and work progressed smoothly. Meanwhile, Fumi struggled to find a new job, facing rejection everywhere. Even at companies connected to President Bonten's network, she had no success. She eventually found a part-time job, but her long-standing habit of slacking off made her ineffective. She also tried her hand at dating, but each attempt ended in failure, leaving her disheartened and without the energy for romance. Thus, Fumi, having reaped the consequences of her selfish behavior, ended up living a lonely life somewhere, failing in every aspect. As for me, Sakura, you were so cool raising your hand in today's Kakuko class.
You read the textbook very well.
Yeah. I got excited because Mom and Dad came to watch.
You did a great job listening to the teacher too.
I wrote down the important parts in my notebook.
It's amazing that you can take notes without us teaching you how.
Hey Daiki, do you think Sakura might be a genius? This day marked Sakura's first open class since starting elementary school. It felt like just yesterday she was toddling around, and now she was already a grade schooler. Seeing how well she could read and write exceeded my expectations and made me appreciate her growth even more. Returning to work had its challenges, But Sakura was also working hard at school. Daiki was dedicating himself to his job for our family every day. With their support, I had no choice but to transform their smiles into my strength and keep going. Balancing work and home is still a bit challenging, but I intend to cherish my time with my beloved family while enjoying my work, household chores, and parenting. I aim to live each day to the fullest.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.